Hi guys, this is George back here with another vlog, and today I'm here at Efteling for day 2. I was here yesterday. It was an absolutely fantastic day. I got on loads of rides yesterday. However, there is still a lot for me to see at this park. Yesterday I didn't even step foot in about half of the park. The fairy tale forest, I'm going to have an explore around today. I haven't seen any of that yet. There's still a few more rides for me to experience. Some dark rides. There's an indoor coaster that I need to get on, and also get some re-rides on some of the rides I did yesterday. I'm going to start my day off with a ride on Danse Macabre because that's probably my favourite ride here and I absolutely love it. And then I'm also going to go on Symbolica as well because there's still one of the tours left. Yesterday, so if you didn't already know, there's 3 tours on Symbolica. I did the Heroes tour and the Treasures tour yesterday. I still need to do the music tour, so I'm going to go for a ride on that, and then I'm going to head over to the other end of the park and go and have a look around the fairy tale forest and get on some of the rides over at that side of the park. So I've just had another ride on Danse Macabre. Absolutely incredible as always. I love that ride. If you want to hear a full in-depth review, then check out the day 1 vlog because I go into detail about the ride and what it's like and the experience of it. And now I'm going to go for a ride on Symbolica. I'm going to go on the music tour this time because that's the only one I haven't done. So yeah, I'll get some footage of Symbolica to get in the vlog. So I've just come off Symbolica. I did the music tour that time. That was absolutely beautiful. No matter what tour you go on, it's an absolutely incredible ride. It's similar on each tour, however there are a few slight differences. Of course, with these trackless dark rides, they can all split off and go into different scenes. You see that with a lot of different trackless dark rides, but with this one, it's like you'll have the music tour scene that goes off into a music room, and then the Heroes tour will go off into a separate scene where you'll see like different pictures of different heroes and knights, and there's like a knight's armor in there as well. And then the Treasures tour, you go into a big scene and a massive diamond lights up with all the mirrors around you, and there's all cool lighting effects. I do think the music tour was probably my favourite because I liked all of the I mean I loved the soundtrack for that ride, and then of course you get to hear that, but then there's also extra music when you go off into your separate scenes as well, and there's all musical instruments around the place when you have your separate scenes. I absolutely love that ride. It's incredible. I think I'm starting to get an idea for the story as well. When I first went on it yesterday, I didn't really know what was going on, but after my second ride yesterday, and then also with that one now, I think I'm getting an idea of what's supposed to be going on. I think the basic storyline is that you're going into the Palace of Fantasy. You're not supposed to be going in there because it's like the public aren't supposed to be going in there, but Pardus, who is the main face of the ride, is not really listening, and he's casting all these spells and getting you further into the palace. And then it's like the other character who's on the stairs in the pre-show is going like, no Pardus, don't do it, but then he's still casting his spells and getting us further and further through into the Palace of Fantasy. So I guess I'm thinking that's the story. That's what I'm gathering from my rides on it. It's an incredible ride. I love it to bits. One of the best dark rides in the world. So now I'm going into the fairy tale forest. This is a massive part of Efteling's history. From what I believe, this is actually how the park started. It literally started off with the fairy tale forest, and then they started to expand with rides. So yeah, I'm looking forward to going and seeing this. There's a lot of iconic parts of this. I'm looking forward to going and seeing Longneck. He's very iconic. I also want to go and see that donkey as well. There's a donkey where it poops coins out of its bum. So yeah, I want to go and see that. It's like you can tap your card on there, I think, and then it gives you like a souvenir coin, but it comes shooting out of the donkey's bum. So I want to go and see that. But yeah, there's so much to go and explore around here. Here we go. So we've got the sleeping giant over here. So you've got the story of Tom Thumb just here. So you can pause the video and read that. I've just had a read of it. So there you go, you can see Tom Thumb over there trying to steal the giant's boots while he's asleep. Here we go, we got this scene in here. We got this dwarf singing. Yeah, if you read the story over here, you can see why he's singing. You've got it in so many different languages as well. That's what I like. So you've got Dutch, French, German and English on here, which is really good. But yeah, there's the English one. So he's singing. So yeah, you can pause the video and read that. There's one of the servants who's exploring and who's just found out the dwarf's name, which is a big part of this story.
Dat dat anders was. Weten jullie wie de baas is in het Sprookjesbos?
De baas? Is er dan iemand de baas in het Sprookjesbos?
So this is probably one of the most iconic parts of the fairy tale forest. You can see the story just here. There you go. About the fakir playing on his flute and then flew over the palace on his carpet. And here it is. So hopefully in a second we're going to see him flying past here on his carpet. And here he comes. Look at that. That's brilliant. Like, how is that done? That is amazing. There he goes, flying across the palace on his magic carpet. And he's going to go into the other turret just there, where he'll spin round and then make his way back to the other side again. And he keeps doing that all day long. In he goes. And then the doors close. So I'm in the souvenir shop now in the fairy tale forest, and I've seen a lot about these models over the last few weeks. These are apparently fairly new. Look at some of these models. Look, you've got the giant down there, you've got a carousel, the 6 Swans, which is one of the rides, well, the only ride in the fairy tale forest. I'll have to go and have a look at that later because it's got a really nice dark ride section on there. But look, there's Pagode there as well, the observation tower. You've got the pirate ship, Vogel Rock. But the real standout is that Baron 1898 one, which went out of stock very quickly. That is absolutely phenomenal. I'd love one of them. I just wouldn't be able to get it home, that's the problem. I'd have to literally buy a whole nother suitcase to bring that back in. But you've got the entrance down there as well of the park. Here we go, so you've got some of the models here that are on sale. Here we go, they've got Pagode. So that's €60. To be fair, for like a good quality model like that, that's not that bad. Here you go, you've got some of the bins as well. Like, you've got all these bins around Efteling where it's like shaped like different faces. There's a Vogel Rock one, €55. €200 for that airplane one. Wow. There you go, there's Long Neck down here, €150. These are incredible. Such good quality. Look at the pirate ship there. And the model of the entrance as well, the 6 Swans, €115 for the entrance. These are absolutely incredible. So I'm in the gnome village now. You've got loads of different models around here. This is such a charming like part of Efteling. It's so nice, like just walking around here, so peaceful and relaxing. So yeah, I've looped back round because it seemed like that gift shop took you outside of the fairy tale forest and then I had to loop back round. So yeah, I'm back in now and I'm going the opposite way. So hopefully I'm going to see some of the other things that I haven't seen yet. And here he is, the star of the show. It's Long Neck, although his neck actually hasn't extended up yet. But hopefully it won't be too long. Here we go. Yeah, there's a thing over there. I'm going to go and have a read of what this is about. So here's the story of the 6 servants. So yeah, here we go. Hopefully Longneck's neck is going to extend up in a minute. There we go. His neck's growing. I don't think it's quite at the top yet. I'm sure it gets a bit... Oh, there we go. Just keeps growing and growing. Well, that's what you call a very long neck. I'll tell you what, I bet he gets a good view of that. Oh my God, it's still going. It's still growing. I bet he's getting a good view up there over all the trees. So here are those bins that I was talking about earlier. This is one of them here. So you literally get your rubbish, you put it through his mouth and it sucks it through his mouth and then it talks as well. Absolutely brilliant. What a unique bin. There we go. Here we go. We got the dragon just here. I'm going to go and read about this in a minute. There's so much to see around the fairy tale forest. There's absolutely loads of different things to see. Here we go. Here's the story of the dragon. You can pause the video and go and read it. I'll switch the camera off and have a read of it in a second as well. So there you go. So this dragon is guarding the king's crown. Many knights have gone to try and rescue it, but the dragon burnt their clothes. The crown is kept securely here by the dragon ever since a witch tried to steal it. So here we go, there's the mother goat from the story of the mother goat and the 6 children, which you can read here. So she left the house with all her children inside, and a wolf came and they let the wolf in thinking it was their mum, and the wolf ate them all, apart from the youngest one. And then the mum and the youngest one went searching for the wolf. I think in here is where they have like the goat's tea party scene, I assume. Is it in here? Oh, there we go. You can see the house. And there's all the goats. It's playing board games, nice and peacefully. But you can see the wolf through the window over there. I think you can go around this corner and see him as well. There he is. Big bad wolf. And here's the story of Hansel and Gretel. And then over here, you've got the big house made out of sweets. And here we go. I was talking about Longneck being the star of the show earlier. Here's the true star of the show, the pooping donkey. So for 50 cents, you can get a special little souvenir coin here. It takes cash and also card. You can do contactless just there. Apple Pay as well. So you just scan it there, and then the donkey's tail lifts up, and then a coin, a souvenir coin comes flying out his bum. Here we go, so someone's just activated it. Here it comes. Tail lifts up and out comes the coin. And it just lands on the ground somewhere. Literally, my one came flying out. It went on a little runaway mission. It came rolling all the way down here. There we go. The pooping donkey. There we go. So I've got 3 coins from the pooping donkey just there. Some of them seem to have different designs on. I don't know how many there actually are. I've got 2 with the donkey on it, and then I've got 1 with another one on it as well. I don't know if they've got one for like each different fairy tale. Maybe each different fairy tale is represented on the coins, but I don't know what the case is for that and how many different ones there are. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Literally, I can see myself spending a lot of time here every time I come to Efteling. Like literally, this is going to be a place I come every time. Come and get a little souvenir coin every visit. And here we've got the 6 Swans, the only ride in the fairy tale forest. This is fairly new as well. It only opened a few years ago. I think it was like 2019 this opened. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a ride on this now. It's a very short ride, it literally just goes round in a circle, but there's a dark ride scene in here, so you can actually walk through it as well, but I'm gonna go for a ride on it. Here we go, here's the inside of the 6 Swans. Oh, there's the viewing window where you can walk through. Yeah, I don't know what the story of this is yet. I'll see if there's one of those books around that I can read. It's a very short ride, but it's nice. It's a nice addition to the fairy tale village, fairy tale forest even. So there we go, here's the story of the 6 Swans. I absolutely love the fairy tale forest. This is one of my favourite areas that I've ever seen in any theme park. I absolutely love this. I could literally spend all day just walking around here. So I've left the fairy tale forest now. There's still loads of stuff I haven't seen over there. I've seen lots of it, however, there are still lots of rides I want to get on as well. So I've made my way over to kind of the other side of the park near fairy tale forest. We got 2 rides over here, and then there's a couple more a little bit further down. So you've got Vogel Rock here, which is the indoor roller coaster, and also Carnival Festival, which is another dark ride. It's got a reputation, this one, for being Efteling's version of It's a Small World at the Disney parks, and I mean you can tell a lot of this park has been inspired by the Disney parks, and this is one of them, one of those attractions, so I'm looking forward to getting on this one, but I think I'm going to start with Vogel Rock. Here we go, 5-minute queue for Vogel Rock. I can take you on with this one with the GoPro, but I don't know how much you're actually going to see with it being an indoor coaster, so I'll film a POV, see what it looks like, and then I'll decide at that point whether it's worth putting it in the vlog or not. So there we go, I've just experienced Vogel Rock. Yeah, there wasn't loads to see on there with the GoPro, so it was pretty much just a coaster going around in the pitch black. It was a really good fun layout though, it was pretty intense, like really forceful in some sections. It built up some good speed, it was pretty short, however, it was a speedy ride. I did really enjoy that. There was some nice lighting effects in there and a couple of bird statues in there. However, yeah, there wasn't loads to see in terms of theming, but it was a good fun ride. Here we go, it's time for a ride on Carnival Festival now. Hello. Omnimover ride system, this, one of Disney's favourites. Same ride system as like Haunted Mansion. So Carnival Festival was a really nice ride. Pretty much the exact same story as It's a Small World, however, except of not being on a cruise, you're on an Omnimover. Instead of a boat ride, it's an Omnimover ride system, but literally going through all the different countries and then all being represented by these little doll things. Really nice ride. You can tell it's one of the older rides here at Efteling. There is some blank spaces, like they haven't themed up the roof, and some of the walls haven't got any theming. You can tell it's one of the older rides here. Same with Vogel Rock, however, it's still a really nice ride. I'm now about to go on the original Vekoma Madhouse. I love a Vekoma Madhouse. I've done the 3 in the UK, and I've also done the one at Gardaland as well. I do love a Madhouse, and this is the original one, so I'm looking forward to experiencing this. It's Villa Volta. Here we go then, it's time for Villa Volta. Lighter in here than other madhouses I've done. Oh. I've no idea what's going on though. All the pre-show was in Dutch, so I'll have to look up what the story is after I get off. It's well themed though. There we go, that was good. So I've just experienced Villa Volta. I love a good madhouse, and that one was really good. So I just looked at the story because, I mean, there's 2 pre-shows in there. It was all in Dutch, so I didn't know what it is. I've looked on the app, and pretty much the basic storyline is, it's a spinning house, which is literally what the ride is. It's literally, so of course, the room spins around to give you the illusion that you're spinning upside down, when really it's actually the room spinning around. It's a really clever ride system, and of course, this was the original one. I do really like this ride. The music's great, the theming's really good. From what it sounds like, there could be quite an in-depth story, but a lot of it doesn't seem to be on the app. So literally it just said like, enter Villa Volta, a crazy spinning house, which is pretty much all the details it gives. But with the amount of time that we spent in the pre-show and the amount of talking that was in there, there must be quite a detailed storyline. But yeah, I just didn't understand any of it because I don't speak Dutch. But yeah, I do really like that. It's a good one. Hex is still probably my favourite. However, this one is still a really good madhouse. I did really enjoy it. Right then, so I'm going on Dream Flight now, another dark ride here. I'm looking forward to seeing this one because it looks absolutely fantastic from videos that I've seen. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting on it for myself. there we go, you just saw some shots of Dreamflight there. That was an absolutely beautiful ride. Loads of different scenes in there. There was so much to see in there. It's one of the older rides here at Efteling, but it is done to such a high standard. So many different like plantings in there. It's like you're flying above all these different scenes. It's absolutely incredible, a beautiful ride. And the ride system is really unique as well. A lot of people say that should be classed as a coaster, and I never thought it should be, but now that I've been on it, I'm starting to feel like it should be classed as a coaster. It's not on my Coaster Count app, which is what I use to count my roller coasters. If it was, then I would have added it to my Coaster Count, but because it's not on there, then I can't add it to my Coaster Count, even though I do think it should be a coaster. Because I can't add it on Coaster Count, I'm not going to add it. But yeah, I do think it should be a coaster. But no matter what, it's a beautiful ride. It's pretty much like those max suspended power coasters, very similar to those rides, like How to Train Your Dragon one at Motion Gate Dubai. A very similar ride system to that, just obviously like a different kind of style of seating and different vehicles and stuff. But yeah, that was an absolutely fantastic ride. Here we go, I'm going for a ride round on the steam train now. So it showed up at the station just opposite Villa Volta. It comes in every 25 minutes. So yeah, this looks like it might be quite a long train ride. It is used as a transport ride, so there's different stations around the park where you can use instead of walking, but I'm going to do the full loop round because I think we're going to get some really nice views on here. Here's a look at the construction for the Efteling Grand Hotel then, opening later in 2025. You get right up close to it on the train. There's a lot going on there. It looks absolutely incredible though. Hopefully one day I'll stay here. Here we go then, let's go for a ride on George and the Dragon. We're on the water side. Second row, here we go. And we won, absolutely miles ahead. There we go, brilliant ride. So I've done lots more rides since the last clip. I went on Joris and Drac again, both sides on there. You saw the POV on the water side, that's the side I didn't film on yesterday. I went on Python again, Baron 1898, the pirate ship, Symbolica, and now I'm here on Pagode. So yeah, this is one of those flying island observation rides. So yeah, it takes you right up and you get a nice view over the area. So I'll get some shots from up here. There you go, there's Vogel Rock down there, and Carnival Festival. I wonder what's going on with this area. It looks like they're doing some work around there. And you can see the surroundings of the park as well. There's the Efteling Hotel over there. I think that's the set for Ravelin over there. That's one of the shows here at the park that is currently having maintenance done at the moment. I would have liked to experience that, but unfortunately it's still having maintenance. Look how high up we are though, this is insane. There we go, there's Fata Morgana over there. The entrance to the park and of course the construction for the Grand Hotel. We're going to get a nice view of the show building for Symbolica in a minute. This will just show how big the show building for it really is. There it is, there's the back of it. It's a massive show building. There's the front where you go in and the pre-show in there. The ride system is in that massive warehouse. Amazing views from up here.
How are you?
So there we go, I've just done my final rides. I went on Pagoda, as you saw from the footage. I then had one more ride on Dance Macabre, which was incredible, and then watched Aquanura again, the fountain show. I didn't get any footage this time. If you want to see footage of that, then watch yesterday's vlog. But it's been an absolutely incredible 2 days here at Efteling. This is one of my favourite theme parks that I've ever visited. In terms of dark rides, it's got the best dark ride collection I've ever seen at a theme park. They've got some amazing stuff here. Dance Macabre, Dream Flight, Fata Morgana, Symbolica, they're all incredible rides. In terms of coasters, they've got some great coasters here. Sure, you've got better coasters elsewhere, however, they've got a nice collection here. Joris and the Drac is my favourite of the coasters. Baron 1898 is a great themed experience, and I really look forward to coming back here at some point to come and ride the Flying Dutchman as well. If you want to see whatever's going on with that, like the work going on with that, I filmed that yesterday, but I definitely want to come back here and ride that. And also, there's loads of other stuff. I could have quite happily spent another day here seeing more of the Fairy Tale Forest, going on some of the other rides. It's been absolutely amazing. Even more re-rides. I would have gone on Dream Flight again and Vogel Rock, but there just hasn't been time, unfortunately. It's been an incredible visit. I can't wait to return at some point. I might look at coming back later this year even, because I've loved it so much. I might look at coming back at some point this year. I'll just have to see how things go, but it has been absolutely incredible, and I love this park to bits. But that's now the end of this vlog here. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at George Kelly and follow me on Twitter at George Kelly. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, everyone, and I will see you all later. Bye.